Hey, Cypher here. Sorry I'm coming in such low quality. I'm doing this on my phone, and I just wanted to get the story out. I'm staying at home for the holidays, and so you get to see a tail wagging right here in the corner. Say hello, Socks. So I had to tell this story because a century ago, this event happened, and it is a hell of a story in and of itself. So a century ago, it was 1914. World War I had just begun. It was the first European war since 1871, and it was really bloody. It had started in August and had been raging all the way until December 25th, and the war would continue all the way until 1918. Two parallel trenches going across the entirety of western France were forming, and the Allies versus the Central Powers were clashing, and it was the biggest bloodbath that anyone had ever seen that entire generation, and it was the worst war to date. But something strange happened on Christmas Day. A bunch of people in the British sector started getting out of their trenches and basically having an impromptu truce. In the midst of one of the bloodiest wars in history, everybody got out of their trenches and celebrated Christmas just to do it. Now, there's a lot of misconceptions about the Christmas truce. For instance, it wasn't universal and it wasn't ordered or any way. And the soccer games that went on were probably not really soccer games, just kind of kicking around a ball without any particular rules. And fighting actually still continued throughout the day in the French area, and throughout some of the British sector as well. But the fact is, in the midst of the war to end all wars, people got out of their trenches and started celebrating Christmas together, regardless of whether or not they were German or British. Of course, the hard facts about this event was that most of it was used to gather bodies, because dead littered what was called no man's land, which was the area between the trenches that were where everybody died. But there were group burials. People actually bartered and talked to each other. There was a whole lot of intermingling, or what was then called fraternization. And this was all explicitly against orders. Some people even tried to continue the tradition the next year in 1915, but that was squashed out pretty well. Early in the war, these kinds of truces happened, but this was the biggest, and people did it specifically to celebrate Christmas. So there was a great commercial, I don't know if you've already seen this, but you should, and I'll make an annotation somewhere to have you click that, and it's a heartwarming piece, and it's about the Christmas truce. So have a Merry Christmas, and remember, it's 100 years to the day since the Christmas truce.